Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. Still harvesting soybeans, but at least I'm in the other field at this point. A few things have been completed. I did finish mowing the field and having the worker behind me tend the grass and the hay. So now we just need to windrow it and bale it on up. Of course, I finished harvesting the other soybean field, which all of that I can show you off that field alone. Let's see, where are we here? Soybeans. We got 134,000 liters of soybeans off that field, so that's pretty good. That'll bring us in 165,000. And currently, well, we'll see what we get off this field here. As for the field across the way where the John Deere was over there spraying for weeds, I took over that job and then filled up the herbicide sprayer because, well, I ran out of herbicide. So that's where the rest of my money kind of went. I did actually, when I filled up the herbicide sprayer, I actually went $4 in the red on the bank account. We are back up to 1,100 because as the hours pass, we are selling some materials, some product from our production plant where we make the pickles and apple juice and apricot juice or apricot jam or whatever it is that we make in there. That stuff has been selling, so bringing the money back on up. Which also means with no money, I haven't been able to hire workers. And also, the drilling of the wheat down by the store that we were doing last episode, that has come to a halt because, well, I need to buy fertilizer and, well, we don't have no money currently. We are going to take care of that here very shortly once we get done harvesting this soybean field and I can grab the truck and put the soybean away. We'll swap out trailers and we're going to sell some cane juice. That should bring in like 70 or 80,000, somewhere around there, which is going to be nice. So that way we can, of course, buy the fertilizer, get that field drilled. And then while that field is being drilled, we're probably going to jump into the Massey Ferguson and windrow up some hay and have a worker behind us. So that's what we got left to do here in the month of April. I kind of thought, though, we had the sugarcane to do, but the sugarcane I planted a month late this year. Because at the time, we were trying to figure out where we were going to plant it. We were trying to buy the field just over there, and the price is still way over. So we waited an extra month trying to get a better bargain, a better deal. Never happened. So we, of course, we planted it in our current grass field, the original grass field that we had. So, yep, sugarcane is for next month. But that's fine. We got plenty to do still here this month. So a good amount of soybean off this field as well. I did check on the crop rotation, and between sugarcane being the previous harvest and the soybean being this harvest, there's a lot of crop I could choose from. I think I'm going to plant canola in this field for next season. So, yep, planting will happen in the springtime. So I kind of want to get to the winter months here, which we are getting closer and closer to, so we can sell a lot of the product that we've been storing up throughout the year and trying to sell at the best time. I am hoping to pretty much get rid of all the loans that we currently have, but of course, you know me, I'm probably just going to go right back in once I get those paid off and then try to figure out, you know, what is our next step here. Part of me says don't take on any more fields because it seems like I got a lot of work to do with the amount of fields that we have. And by buying more fields, that also means buying a lot more equipment. We need to double up. I need to double up on a harvester and a header, double up on a truck. We still got the other 3-in-1 grain trailer. That will do us just fine. And also may want to double up on getting another large tractor and another air cart and seed drill. Which means just by looking at all that, we're looking at, I don't know, $1.7 to $2 million worth of equipment. Even before I buy land. So, yeah, it can get rather expensive for expanding this farm here. And with FS22 not that far away, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get to the winter months. Will probably be 2 more episodes from now. Okay, let's go ahead and unload into the combine. While this is unloading, I think I'll get my air cart on the drill setup will bring it over to one of the seed huts, and that way when I sell the cane juice, we are all set to go to fill it up with just fertilizer. Yeah, so this is as far as we have gotten so far. Let's drop off that, and we will ride right over here. Instead of going to the store, we'll use our own. Well, I mean, that technically down there is our own as well, but we'll come over here and use our own little seed hut that we have over here. Kind of forgot how I placed it. Yeah, not really going through the seed, but the fertilizer, I'm probably going to fill up another time after this as well. I mean, I suppose I could buy $1,000 worth of the fertilizer and get it back to work. Right, that is for the seed. We'll hit the button again. Switch over to fertilizer. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll top it off. That way we're getting some work done. I say top it off. Yeah, we got 731 liters. Yeah, you know what? That's not enough. We're just gonna leave that there. Let's tab back over to the combine or the truck, either one. Whatever gets me the closest. So back to $47 in the hole, but we'll take care of that in a little bit. As I said, once we get done harvesting these soybeans, which is not going to take me that much longer to do. Yeah, probably not even worth doing a time lapse, because the time lapse would be about 10 seconds. Because it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to go ahead and harvest this. So let me zip around this field a few minutes here, and we'll get to storing up the soybeans. Switch trailers, and I think I may have to make 2 trips down to the store with the cane juice. We'll see. The last pass for this soybean field. All going to fit into the combine very easily. Yeah, I think canola for this field will be good. I don't think I've planted canola on any of our fields currently. Well, I said last pass, I may have a little bit there. Nope, we got it. We got it all. Now I did see the trailer for the header down where the New Holland T9 is, where we're trying to fill up with fertilizer. I was wondering when I came over here, started harvesting, like, where did I leave that? And now I know. Let's get that all in there. So even for I say a small field, Western Australia, this is a small field. Doesn't seem like there's much grain in the combine until you start to unload it and you realize how long it takes to unload. Alright, there we go. Turn that engine off. And we'll sneak into the truck. Alright, so just a little bit shy of 60,000 liters off that field, which is pretty darn good. And when the crop goes for, is it like 1,200 per 1,000 liters? We're looking at about maybe $70,000 worth of soybeans here. Which we will sell like in, was it like November, December? Alright, pour that on in. Alright, so while that's unloading, I want to look at a couple of things. Let's see here. I kind of forgot, did not look to see where the cane juice is going. Well, things go here. Well, things go here seems to be a popular sell point right now. Things go here, Corgi Station, things go here. Yeah, okay. That's where that is going. All the soybean in. So now that all the soybeans in, we harvested almost 200,000 liters off our 2 fields for a total of almost 240,000. That is before our environmental score bonus. Alright, so now we need to switch over to the Corone semi-trailer. I did leave the AI traffic turned off. I think I'll just probably leave it off for the rest of the series. Just because. It's just, with the big equipment I'm trying to go up and down the road in, and always trying to cross the road, the traffic sometimes seems to pile up. And sometimes it can take forever just to find an opening. So, yep, no traffic. And also, with playing on the Mythical Woods, there's no traffic there. When FS22 comes out, I'll probably take me a moment just to use the traffic again. I can just actually drive right across this field. There's no crop here. Actually, let's go grab the cane juice off of this production building first. And thank you for autoloaders, because this would take me forever with super strength and a lot longer with just a regular telehandler and a pallet fork. It's a lot of cane juice. 54,000 is the max it holds. How much more cane juice we got here? Alright, what we can do is just shove the rest of it in there. Cane juice, though, is very heavy. It's 1 ton per. I probably should try to get these on the center of the trailer. If I put them up against the side, the trailer will lean a little bit. Alright, I have to throw it in there, I guess. There we go. The autoloader is trying to pick it up, but then it has no place to put it, so it spits it right back out. Yeah, let me go ahead and turn off the cane juice spawning here. Let's see, not that one, so it's going to be this one, cane juice. Let's put that back to storing. Alright, let me strap all that in. We'll close that up. Alright, I'll see you down at the store. I'm going to have to take my time and get some money on in so I can put some fertilizer in our air cart. We'll get that up and going right away. Also, I'll be able to hire a worker. That's also kind of good to pay your workers. Oh, easy trailer, easy trailer. Yeah, with the overweight trailer, I think the tires are sinking through the road just a little bit, and where they made the map, I'm pretty sure the roads are not quite even underneath. That's why the trailer bounces around like it does. I'm not going up on the scales to weigh myself. I'm just going up on the scales so I can make the turn into here. Yeah, I'm probably not going to actually sell the other cane juice until next month because the price is going to continue going up. I just need enough to get on through this workday, and this should do it, I would hope. Looks like I'm going to have 1 pallet. Okay, now maybe 2 pallets. Oh, no, they actually flipped over the right way. That's good. Yeah, looks like I may actually have one that's upside down. Or I may have a couple that are upside down. And sold. Alright. Actually, let's leave that truck right there. Oh, the birds are going to need some food here pretty darn soon. Yeah, I mean, they can still get by this month, but I should be taking care of them. That's something we haven't done really since we got the birds. Okay, let me back up into the trigger here. Alright, we will top this off with that. And Yeah, we don't need any seed. I'm going to run out of fertilizer before I run out of seed. All right, get this hook back up and get planting our wheat. And then we can jump into the Massey Ferguson and also get the case right behind us with the baler and start making some hay bales. You can see the grass field across the way looking nice and green. Probably be mowing that next month. I need to double check the growth calendar to see if I can actually get it to its full growth stage. I don't think so. All right, unfold that. I will back up just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let me spin all the way around here. That way I can get lined up a little bit better. And actually, if I just go ahead and start the worker here, they'll get in the line where they need to be, and that drill should line up almost perfectly. And there we go. So we're all set there. Good. So the wheat going back in. And let's jump over to here. I think this right here. Perfect. So there is straw in here, but I think that will get converted over to hay. Let me turn on the automatic drop. Spin around here. Alright, we'll turn that on here. Perfect. And then, of course, try to get it to follow the Massey Ferguson. Now it sees it. Now it's all good. Alright, Franco. This field will need some lime spread into it. You can see the pH value is just bad. So add that to the list of things I need to be doing. Yeah, $34,000 in the bank account should be enough to finish planting that wheat field and paying for the worker. In a couple of months, that's when the cane juice price, I think, is going to be at its max. So if I can wait another month and just get maybe a couple more $1,000s out of the cane juice that we currently have, that'd be nice. So once again, obviously with the baler, it's not going to pick up all of the hay. I think it picks up all of the swath going this direction, but not coming back. And I don't know if it's the follow me mod not quite lining up, or as you can see, the hay coming out of the back of this is not always coming out dead center, so that could be part of it as well. And of course now I'm the slowpoke, so when I was mowing the grass I had to always wait for the tedder to catch up to me, but now the baler has no problem keeping up with the windrower. So all of this hay that we're making, of course, is for our sheep. And we have plenty enough hay actually to get through until next year, but I want to stockpile it a little bit. And at the beginning of the next season, we can see if I want to do silage bales here or hay bales. But now that we got the other grass field, which is for silage bales only for sure, but I mean, if we get plenty of hay stockpiled, we could always get a cut or maybe two of silage bales off of this one. And who knows, if I ever get too careless with the hay and kind of forget, we'll have two grass fields. I can make hay in this one and hay in the other one. But we are going to be buying the Krone Big M when we cut that big grass field. I say big grass field, but the other grass field. So I won't need the Massey Ferguson and the case to cut the grass field and do the silage bales, we're going to get the modded Krone Big M with a PTO shaft in the back, so we can hook the baler right up to the Krone Big M and just set a worker off and make some silage bales and do as we need. That will cost us $350,000, so I'm going to have to take out a loan for that. But since the winter months are almost here, talking about June and July, we're going to pay off all those loans, I do hope. Yeah, also before I get to the sugarcane, I know I mentioned it before, I need to probably go into landscaping mode and separate this grass field from that sugarcane field. That way course play won't try to incorporate this grass field with the sugarcane field when we try to harvest it next month. And as I realized, I think it was last episode, that that's going to be a sugarcane field all the way for the end of the series. It's not going to matter by separating the fields or buying field number 3 to put sugarcane into, because that's only the first cut out of 3 sugarcane. I don't think I'm going to be here another 2 full years before FS22 comes around. We'll let Hudson figure it out, the farm owner. We're just a farm manager doing what we can when we came here. When we came here, we just owned this grass field, which was incorporated also with a sugarcane field. And there was nothing in the farmyard at all. We just owned a property that was worth, I think it was worth like $900,000. So I think the bank let us loan almost $500,000. And here we are now in year number 6 with all this fancy equipment in the farmyard, sheds, the silo. Of course, we got a nice harvester, all this equipment. Oh yeah, I do need to upgrade the house. I don't want to forget about the house. I never upgraded the house on American Falls. Well, I say a house. That was a tent. I just want to make sure that the worker in field number 9 is going, and they are. Yep, that first bale that came out ended up being a hay bale. Actually, a bigger windrower wouldn't be bad here, but then a bigger windrower is going to leave a bigger swath, and the baler may have a hard time picking up that entire swath. And yes, I do know about the balers that have the windrower like on the front. There's also forage wagons that do that as well. I have learned about myself since playing Farming Simulator. Of course, when I first started playing way back in the late FS13 days, you know, I didn't think about going to YouTube and checking out videos how to do things, so I wasn't using mods, I was just using everything in the base game. Then as I played into 15 and to 17, I started going towards the very unrealistic mods. And slowly but surely, up to this point, I find myself just going back to be, I don't want to say full realistic, because that's that's definitely not true, but try to remain somewhat realistic. I'm not going to try to use harvesters that can hold hundreds of thousands of liters of grain and just harvest, no have to worry about unloading them until you're done, which is not, it's not a bad thing. We all play differently, so I mean, if you're using it, there's nothing wrong with it. I just rather try to go with the more realistic side of things from time to time, but occasionally you do have to go on that side of really unrealistic or somewhat unrealistic, just to help the quality of the game for yourself. Just to make it a little bit easier. You don't want it too tasking, like these bales. The bales that we're making is really unrealistic. You look at the size and actually how many liters of material that are in them. But if I were to basically, just to understand it, the baler that we're using, that's making bales at 9 times the size that they should be. for the amount that's in the bale, not the size of the bale itself. But you know what I'm saying. So for every bale that pushes out, that's equal to 9 standard bales. So if I make 20 bales, times that by 9, that's how many bales I would have to get out of the field. So that would just take forever, take up a lot of space, take up a lot of time. And when you're trying to make videos, yeah, it'd be too time consuming. So just, doing it the way we're doing it here, I'm fine with that. But there's some other things like I've seen some videos, people using headers on combines where they're using like a header like we got, but the working width is like 4 times the size of the header. Which, like I said, it's fine, but it's not my play style anymore. I did kind of lean towards the more realistic side of things now and then. And that's why I also play on hard economy. I think for myself, playing on normal or easy, the money just comes in for me way too fast. Although sometimes playing on hard economy, it does seem like it takes forever to get to the point of where you want to be. So, but I do like that challenge, and yeah, to me it makes it more fun. I guess if I were to play on normal economy, I don't think I'd ever go on easy, but if I were to play a normal economy, my series actually might be a little bit more entertaining because it seems like we're progressing faster, but then also my series would not be... Wait, what episode are we on here? Are we in the 60s? I forgot how many episodes now we're on here in Western Australia. We're near 60 or approaching 60 or whatever it is. But a normal economy, yeah, my series probably would be over by now because I'd have all the equipment that I needed. And once I start accumulating money and not really having an area to spend it in, that kind of takes the fun out of it for me, for myself. Alright, I think I'm going to finish this up here later on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'll finish this in between episodes. Let's go ahead because I'm pretty sure... thank you, Franco. But we're going to turn that off for now as well. And we're going to jump on down to the New Holland T9. Wait, where am I? Wow, they're getting along rather quickly. And we're going to do some drilling ourselves. I think I can manage what's left. Oh yeah, I was actually going to talk about this at the beginning of the episode, but I kind of forgot. So now that I've announced the live streams will be happening, I don't think live streams will be happening. Definitely, not for this series or for Mythical Woods. And the reason behind that is the people watching like those episodes, those series, I think they watch it and they know the format that I do my episodes in. So if I were to do live streams like time lapses and jump cuts, won't be in the live streams. And so you might be watching me harvest a field for like 45 minutes. Which, for live streams, it's fine because I'm interacting with the people that are there. But not everyone, they're not going to... Because I would have to put that into the playlist. Because if I don't put that into the playlist, the live stream of working on that map, time I record the next episode, you can be like, wait a minute, what happened to that field? That field's harvested. This field has been drilled. So now they would have to go back and watch the live stream to get caught up on the series, or they may not want to watch it at all, and they could lose interest in that form. So when I think I will be doing live streams on Farming Simulator, but maybe definitely in 25, it'll be its own thing. So I may have a series where, it's recorded, and I'll have another series maybe where I just do a live stream for it. And that's the other thing I got to figure out for myself is coming up with a schedule for live streams. When to do it, what to be doing on those particular days. And hopefully it goes over well, the live streams. I can finally do live streams, but it could go over to where, if I'm not getting enough people watching the live streams, it may not be worth my time to do the live streams, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we are going to run out of fertilizer here very soon. The soybean field. Yeah, I got to figure out what to plant in that field. When I mean the soybean field, not the one we just harvested. I mean the one that we just bought this year. So I need to figure out what needs to go in that one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be just about anything can go there. So let's have a look. Because that's going to be follow, and then it was soybeans. So I'm going to say pretty much anything can go in that one. I'm not going to say anything. Not soybean. Or taters. Sorghum may not be a bad one. Wheat, barley, canola can go in there. Oats. Corn or sunflowers. I mean, I could get a header for the harvester. So, something to think about. Yeah, I can pretty much put almost anything in that field. I mean, a cereal crop would not be a bad thing because we get the crop and then we also be able to make straw bales. So that's something that we could do. Yep, so I'll get this field finished up in between episodes. Not much left to do here. And actually, I'm just going to turn that off and detach from that. I might as well top off with seed and fertilizer at this point. And actually, because I don't want to forget about it after I top this off, I was going to wrap up the episode, but I need to go back to the farm, and I think we'll top off the birds with the wheat. I got to start getting into a rhythm of feeding the birds. Yeah, so after we get done drilling this field, we may have to skip over to this field in front of us and get a crop thrown into it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it by the end of the series buying all the land that's around here and make this road wider from the farm down to the store. It's a good pipe dream to have. If I didn't need to buy all the other equipment, then we probably could afford all the fields. But, as I said, having all those fields and only one harvester, one planter, that is not going to work. Alright, let's tab back. You know what? The John Deere will work, I think. And we'll grab the trailer, which I haven't used since the early days. Since we got ourselves a truck. There we go. I don't know how much feed can go into the bird pen. Well, I guess I think we'll just fill it right on up. Oh no! Someone left. Yeah, I'll leave the grain. I do this all the time. We know that by now. I do this all the time where it's like, I'll just leave it there and like 20 minutes later. Is the John Deere strong enough to mosey the trailer out of the way? As one would with what was this, $110,000 trailer? Yep, just keep tapping it in the butt. Alright, I think I can squeeze on through now. That's all we wanted to do. Yes, give me all the wheat. How much do they go through a year? 94,000. And they can't take oats. Oh, I do have sorghum. I probably should keep some of the sorghum around just in case. So I may not want to sell that in the winter months. Because we are going to get more and more birds. I think the pen is only half full. So yeah, the sorghum we'll have to keep. Yeah, so maybe we are planting wheat. What did I already forgot what I planted over here in this field here. What did I plant over here? Barley. Okay, so barley we can feed the birds. Wheat we can feed the birds. So that's good enough, I would think. Yeah, for a big silo, I was kind of hoping it would fill up the trailers a little bit faster, but I mean, technically it is a good pace for a realistic silo. Oh, the John Deere does not like hauling 39,000, but we did it way at the early stages, didn't we? Hello? Where the trigger is right there. There we go. Okay. Not sure why when I went by the first time I didn't want to accept it. Now the birds should be good for, I would say, until springtime. But I'm going to have to get used to checking on them every month like I do the sheep, just to be sure. And this is one reason why we kept like this type of trailer around the farmyard. I could probably sell and get like $25,000 for it, but $25,000 in the early stages would have been a lot of money, but now it's like, yeah, it's nice, but I'd rather have the trailer, to be honest. Alright, so I need to kind of get back to work on making the hay. Then we'll have to pick up the bales and do some lime spreading. That field down there, the wheat field, will be done. Don't have much left to do on that. And then we'll have to get planting on the other field. Are we in the first or second month of planting wheat and barley? Alright, so I cannot plant. Nothing can be planted in May except for crops I really don't care about. Well, I mean, I do care about grass. Grass will grow in May. So, yeah, it won't grow in June, though. So, whatever the grass grows to, it's only going to be the first harvest stage. So, we're going to get some grass off it, but not a whole lot. So, any more planting I want to do this year is going to have to be this month here. Like I said, canola in the other field, the soybean field that we harvested today. As for the soybean field we harvested last episode, maybe I'll wait until next spring and plant sorghum in that one. Yep, I think I kind of made my mind. So we're back down to 23,000, but that's fine. I think we'll get through, well, at least until next month. And then I will have to sell that cane juice because we're going to need to lease the forage harvester and the header for, obviously, the sugar cane. I'm just checking on the sheep, make sure everything's good over here, but they look good. But anywho, if you made this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. Also, while you're down there, might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on more content like this. But that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.